With no prenup, what is Bronwyn Newport going to get in this divorce from Todd Bradley? So he is a tech executive worth $24 million. And it looks like she will probably get maybe half of everything that they've like grown together in the past 9 years.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I feel like she's for sure going to get the house. Like,
yeah.
I don't think he wants to be in Salt Lake at all. So I think anything with that is going to go to her. But it'll also be interesting to see like if he's going to fight like hell and be like, I'm going to make this horrible for you.
Right.
And like just make everything really hard, or just kind of put his hands up and split it, you know, like,
right.
Because didn't you say with his first marriage, he ended up losing half of everything?
Well, so his first marriage, it was 28 years long, and he had to give her over $14 million.
Which is crazy.
So,
that's a huge divorce settlement.
But that's also 28 years, and Bronwyn is just 9. So comparing, it's very different.
And I mean, 28 years, I bet they had kids. Maybe not.
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, so I feel like, I don't think Bronwyn will get anything like that. I'm sure she'll do like okay with it.
Yeah.
But I could see if he's wanting to like really fight her on it, she might not, and she might get the house, and that's kind of it, you know.
So it's interesting. They bought that house so that she could be on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Like her living in Salt Lake and being a part of that franchise was like the main plan. So she moved there just a couple months before filming, even though they had previously owned like a ski home there before. And she was
more
familiar
vacation
with
kind of thing.
Yeah, and she was like familiar with the women, familiar with the area. But it is interesting that they bought it just right before filming so that she can be, you know, part of this franchise.
That is weird, because didn't it like weren't people saying Meredith did the same thing at the start of this seain? Like, oh, you just rent the house in Salt Lake during filming. And then didn't they say the same thing for Jen too? Because she always rented. It's like, do any of these women live here?
So Meredith's living situation is always very confusing for everyone. But yeah, I think the difference is that Bronwyn Newport bought a home.
Yeah, that is different.
They rent and come in for a certain amount of times.
Where Meredith was just like renting a place for probably 6 months or something.
Yeah, and then I think she might live in New York or might live here and there, kind of all over. But so she does have the house to maybe fall back on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything that he's made in that 9 years, she could be able to have half, and it will be under Utah law. So whatever Utah law, and they decide.
It'll be interesting. You know?
Now they have no kids together. Bronwyn's daughter is from like her college boyfriend. So even though Todd raised her and, you know, kind of got her accustomed to this lifestyle, it is not his daughter. So it's going to be interesting if he considers her at all.
The whole accustomed to the lifestyle thing is kind of interesting, because it's like, I on one hand, I get it, but on the other hand, it's like your family is destroyed and breaking apart. It's not the same lifestyle anymore. You don't get to just be like, you don't get to have your cake and eat it.
Okay, but his cheating has been a big problem, and just I think I'm
not justifying anything Todd's done or anything, but just that on principle. It's like, I'm gonna quit my job, but you need to keep paying me. Because I'm accustomed to my paycheck hitting my account every week. So I'm quitting, but keep the checks coming, bud.
Let's break down all of the cheating rumors.
And again, yes, before we get into it, I'm not justifying anything Todd's done or defending. I'm just talking about the principle in general. I mean, Todd, it's like good riddance. Glad to see him.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think she could get just up to 9 years of payment, if anything, like max. So it's
but all because there has been multiple weird cheating rumors since she's been on the show. And is it her second season or her third? I think it's just the second. So that's a lot for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
You know? But what are all of them?
No, you take us through.
Okay, so the first one was they're like on vacation and he's texting girls on his iPad, and Gwen sees over his shoulder.
Yeah, his
that was like the first big blow up of the first season, and kind of
it was inappropriate text to one of his employees, and it was like overly flirtatious, and Gwen like read them all. And it was while they were like on a yacht trip.
Yeah.
And she said it was really awkward and didn't know how to bring it up to Todd.
Yeah, and she brought it to the girls, and it was like a big bonding moment. And then she kind of walked it back, like, no, everything's great. It like our marriage is perfect.
Because she's scared of him. Yeah.
No, but I know, but it's just interesting. Yeah. And then it was I can't remember which one came first, but there was another incident this season where he's on an airplane, same thing, looking at photos girls are sending him.
Yeah.
Of, I'm sure, like naked or lingerie kind of stuff, you know.
And so one of the passengers recognized him, saw what he was looking at, and documented it all, like, and put it on Twitter. And it went like all over Twitter.
And then again this season, when they're on the yacht trip, Lisa throws out something like one of her friends in New York was making out with Todd and he was farting while they were doing it or whatever. Yeah. So it's just like, it's like constant, like as soon as she's probably mentally over one of the accusations, it's like, boom, another one.
So I wonder if there was another cheating scandal that kind of came out that we might have not heard about yet that broke the camel's back for her. And she's like, dude, I'm just done.
I feel like, honestly, these ones probably were the ones that broke it. And she's been having ones like we've seen on the show their whole 9-year marriage. Yeah. Because I mean, there's no way it's 7 years. It was amazing. And then in 2 years, it's like boom, 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 boom. You know, like it's probably like that when they were dating. It was probably like that, you know.
And she probably just turned a blind eye because she had a 10-year-old single
the devil's
mom.
bargain she made.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I need this security, so I'll put up with it. And she even would have kept doing it. But that whole ridiculous scene of, oh, I just want to be the one who's picking Todd's girls. It's like, he doesn't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that because, like, you want to be monogamous. It's not going to be fun for him if you're picking, like, you know, like those kind of people, like, they're addicted to cheating.
Yeah.
That, like, the whole
secret
thing of it is, like, the thing for them, you know?
Yeah. And I think everyone saw this coming. I just didn't think we would see it this quick.
Totally.
Because it's just season 2. Yeah. I thought definitely, oh my God, we're probably going to see, like, 2 or 3 more seasons of them together.
Yeah, make it 3 or 4 seasons, you know.
But I'm happy for her. I'm sure that she is just ecstatic to be moving on with her new life. Yeah. And it'll be interesting to see if she will be able to take, you know, a hit in pay for a little bit.
It's going to be really hard for her, I think, because, like, there's just with the whole jewelry thing. Yeah. You know, lying about buying the $6 million earrings to, like, impress people. Yeah. And she makes, I'm sure, like, a good check from the show, but relative to what she's used to spending, like, it's probably a couple months of income, and that's what she gets for the whole year, you know, kind of thing. Like, and because of the jewelry thing, like, we know she sort of will overextend to impress people. Like, she's gonna definitely have to, like, have a reckoning that I think will be pretty tough for her, and, like, realizing, oh man, this is a lot more than I anticipated. Like, all the crazy super, you know, some of those dresses I'm sure are like 15 grand, 20 grand.
Yeah, they're like specialty
Andy is not paying her that much, you know, like.
Yeah. Well, it's just kind of, it's like, you know, how Dorit used to have all the fashion, everything in fashion, and now we see her like way more toned down. Yeah. Might see Bronwyn kind of in that same light, or maybe like re-wearing things, or, you know, I don't know. Or she might just continue on, and Todd might, you know, provide her with a great
That's what will be interesting. It'll be interesting if he's like easygoing during it all, or if he's like fighting like hell to give her as little as possible, and sort of like, which I could kind of see because the show has not made him look good at all. No. You know, so he could be like, already I'm having all these issues from this show. Now I'm not going to give you any more. You know, I'm already getting less because of the show.
But it could also be a good motivator to like give her a good thing. Quietly bow out and like save your reputation a little bit. Like, oh, well, at least
man, I don't know. His
she
rep is
got,
gone.
you know, 10 million or something. Like, okay, we can like let him go quietly, it's, you know, crazy. Otherwise, like, it's just going to be one headline after the other if he's just a pain in the ass. But I think after,
which he kind of is,
the Sunday and the cherry situation where I don't know if you remember, but she said, it always upsets me when you take the cherry off my Sunday because it's my favorite part and I save it for the end, and it's something I really look forward to. And he's like, and then like 5 seconds later takes the cherry off her sundae and ate it, and she was like, you are an asshole.
He is.
He is, and it just like grinded my gears. I was like, that right there, I would just been like, I'm done.
He's so full of it too. Like the first cheating thing, his excuse was like, oh, because I'm good at business, it's the same thing. I need new women all the time, you know?
It's
like
so weird.
And it's just like he has incurred more huge losses from that than like anything else. So it's like, you're just full of shit, dude. Like, you know, like you're just full of it. The whole audience sees it, you know?
No one likes him. This was him trying to be nice this year, and it ended up in a divorce.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just don't think he's capable of being like a kind,
it was a
caring,
shallow marriage,
nurturing husband. Even if he was married to someone his own age, I just don't think he has it in him.
No,
like
no. If he met somebody at this age, for sure, like he's done. He is totally solidified. Like he's a fossil. He's not changing.
Yeah,
that is who he is. You know, kind of thing. But like, just with their marriage, you know, like it was shallow. She was young. He has the resources. Right. He never looked at her as like, you're a life partner who's like, we're going to figure out life together and make decisions together and be equal partners in this. It was always like with all the ones on the Housewives, it's always like kind of like a weird daddy issue thing, security thing going on where there's
more motive than like real love.
And with that, because like and not even beyond love, like respect in a sense of like, I see you as a peer. Yeah. Not as like, you're something I take care of and need to manage and maintain. Right. You know, where like, I feel like that's how PK saw Dorit. That's how he saw Bronwyn. That's how Tom saw Erica. You know, like they would not see them as like, you're an equal partner. Like, what's your say on this? What's your call on this? What do you think we should do? You know, kind of thing. Like,
yeah, it's very true. And at this point, I bet Todd will just go on his merry way with many other younger women. Yeah. And I think Bronwyn will be pretty happy and hopefully find herself like, you know, she was married to her first husband, was a normal age guy, like her age. And then the second one, I think just out of need, went older for security. But like, I think she could be happy with someone her own age and not like Ashley Darby, where she like Ashley prefers like older men,
Ashley's is total daddy issues.
Yeah. So like, I don't think Bronwyn has like daddy issues because her and her dad were really close.
It's like sprinkled on.
Right.
But it's not the core.
She just has emotional like relationship dysfunction because her mom.
Yeah, I mean, just the scenes with her mom, it's crazy.
I think if anything, it's like mommy issues.
Yeah, and she's her own worst enemy. Like, all of her big blunders have been because of things she has done that it's like, why did you do that? Like, like, why'd you say you're cool with this and then totally walk it back? Right. No one believed you were going to buy that jewelry. Why did you try to front that? You know, kind of thing. Like, so she's going to be her own worst enemy in it, where like, if she can kind of not let her ego make these horrible decisions, like I think she'll do all right, you know? But like, if she goes too crazy with it, it could like crumble, you know, even more kind of thing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. And I think he pays for her dad's like dementia, you know, care, that he's in that facility, like care facility.
That's what, you know, like you.
So is he going to pay for that? Is he going to pay for the mom to like kind of continue to live there?
That's what, it could be some settlement thing where he's like, you're not getting any alimony. I'll give you the house and I'll pay for your dad's Alzheimer care or whatever and your mom's care, and that's it. Like, but I'm not sending you checks every month or something. You know, like who knows what he's going to be fighting for and what they'll negotiate. But it'll definitely be interesting to see, and I'm sure she'll like share it on the show. Yeah, she'll probably. I feel like with her, whatever figures she's sharing, they're probably lower. What she'll
probably exaggerate
saying,
what she
got. She's gonna overstate everything where some people would maybe understate, you know, kind of thing, but she's definitely gonna overstate.
I bet the divorce documents though will be public unless they have them sealed.
I'm not sure how that all works. Like if it's like, I'm sure the divorce the record of it happening is always public because it has to be like provable, I guess. But who knows if it's like the details of what's in whose checking account and who's getting what check every month,
right?
And where's it going? Who knows if that ever goes public or if it's just what they argue for. It kind of makes it public. I guess that's kind of how it happened for Denise and her guy. It's because he was like, I need $100,000 a month to live, or whatever.
I mean, like, we can know details. I think that they can also seal things, though. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all progresses. And we'll keep you updated with any new news about Bronwyn and Todd Bradley's divorce.